Good morning. This is going to change once we start. Jump on here, say hello, please. Put that there because I need to use it. We're going to put it over here. Right here, there. Woo. Just going to give it a few minutes. Good morning, Tracy. I don't know where we're going to put her so you can see her. Oh, no. Just trying to set everything up. Hey, Crafty Man. Thank you for joining. I don't know if you can see that. This thing gets hot. Hot, hot, hot. I'm just gonna set stuff up. Good morning, Dawn. Good morning, BC. I can't use my bigger one because you ain't gonna be able to see it, so I have to use this one. Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised people are hopping on. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. She's gonna go. Anyways, this is what we're making. This is what we're making. Turn the AC back on. Her name's Daisy. And we're just gonna give it a few minutes for people to hop on. Four alarms, BC. Good gracious. Good gracious. I wish I had that problem. Man, I'm in bed by 8:30, 9 o'clock every single night because I'm sleeping on the couch. I get woken up to go to bed. But come 2 o'clock in the morning, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm wide awake, staring out the window, watching the moon, looking at the trees. It's crazy. Then I get right back to sleep about 4-ish. And 5 o'clock, I gotta get up. I can't, it's like I'm wasting my day if I don't get up at 5. Good morning, Quincy. Good morning, Ginger. Thank you all for being here. This is 10 people. Wow. Okay. I guess we'll start a little. We'll do a little bit. So I just want to show you the basic, very important things is you need to have some type of a heat source. You can do this, which that's my small one. My favorite one is this one because I do such big pieces. And you'll see as I'm doing some of these pieces that are longer, I have to do it half and half on the smaller one. But this is my favorite one. That's important. very important. And then you're gonna need your blades. These are important too. All right. I have one that I'm going to stick in each one of the, if you're new, then you'll get one in your pouch. It'll be like this, all right? If you ordered the kit. And you're gonna get your balls. Those are important too. Gotta have those balls. All right. Now, when we're forming the foam sheets, when you have your ball on something, and that one's too small, and you're forming your sheets, it leaves an indentation. I don't know if you can see the indentation. See the indentions that it leaves? So when I'm doing my heads, I'm usually using this dummy to do it on, but not everybody has a dummy. So yesterday I came up with this. And if you're in the retreat, you will be receiving one of these. These are gifted in the swag bags from Dawn, and it's the glue. So if you're interested in this, it's for the glue. You can contact Dawn's 3D Fakeries. It's right here. But I put the noodle in it. So now when I'm going to do my foam and pull my foam sheets down, I'm not going to get that. So you need to find something like that. I used to use this. It's too much of a hassle. I do use these a lot for the bigger balls. And I would put this on it just to protect it more so you didn't get those rivets. So that is important because it will show up. Especially if you're filling the back of the head, you're not going to see it. But if you're not filling the back of the head, it'll come through here. You'll see it through there. All right? So that's important just to remember. There's a few things that I've known that I've had to come up with and figure it out. The other things are your glue. You're going to need your glue. I'm not going to ship this glue. So you're going to need glue. You're going to need your glue, and then you got your glue gun. You're going to need your glue gun. Those are important. All right. If you ordered the kit, you'll get the patterns. So what I do is I always cut my patterns up. Here's my outfit. Here's my hair, because that's going to be a different color. And here's my body parts. Some of my body parts. All right? Because I forgot to make one pattern for you all. But I will do it. I'm just used to cutting it, so I don't have to do it. All right. Any questions so far? Thank you, Maricela. Any questions? Yes, the heat and the balls are very important, along with the foam sheets. Got to have those foam sheets. I used a 2mm. They heat easy. They're a lot easier to use. I prefer that the most. Yeah, BC. Every doll that I do, I will do a kit for. I definitely do a kit for. And I got plenty of balls. Plenty of styrofoam balls, plenty of foam sheets. I've stocked up because I've been doing a lot of dolls lately. So I've stocked up. But yes, I'll be doing a kit every single time. So any other questions? Hey, Lydia. Hey, Chris. Thank you. Oh, we got 18. Am I missing anybody? Sherry. Thank you. Okay. So, heat source. This. I do have a smaller scissors. I have an X-Acto knife that's important. I have the big scissors that are important. And when I get down to the nitty gritty, I got the little tiny scissors. All right. So those are all definitely needed. All right. So y'all ready to start? Let's do this. All right. My face is going to go away. So I'm going to put you more towards this so you can see what's going on. All right. I'm going to keep looking for the questions. Any questions, please just ask, and I'll keep watching over here. And that way we can answer them as we go. Good morning, Lucy. All right, here we go. Sorry, everybody. Oh, you can't turn your phone while recording. Sorry, people. Okay, here we go. You can see it, though. And you can see this. This is going to give me a fit, but got to do it. All right. First thing I do is we're just going to go through the whole doll together as I cut my pieces out. My basic pieces that I'm going to make sure I do is, and I'll be doing the patterns for you so you don't have to do what I'm getting ready to do, my cheat. I know it's about that much I need to pull down. So I start my patterns. This is going to be the back of the head. Just use my X-Acto knife. So I got the back of the head that's going to need this size. And I'm going to have her hair that's going to need that size also. So might as well just keep it. All right, so I've got the head. Now we're going to do the body. You got your legs? And I use every piece I can on this. You can trace it, or you can just cut like I do. Some of the other things that I do, I trace, but this I won't. All right. I make sure when I put the legs on, they're going to be long ways. Roll it long ways. I'm not going to roll it short ways. So I always make sure I do that. And if you have to, you can put legs so you know what it is. Just do it with pencil. Do it with pencil. I'm going to go through the entire thing here. Any questions so far? That's such an X-Acto knife. I hate that thing. And we got the leg again. Thank you, Tina. Goes that way, and it's a leg. Now, I take my patterns, and I stick them aside. I don't get rid of them because if I mess up, I can redo it easily. Stick that aside. Now we got the torso, which is going to be, do you see underneath there? Oh, I didn't attach her head, so I could do this. Oh, all right. I did, but I took it off. All right, the torso. We're gonna now make the torso. Put that back over there. Easiest way to save room is to go like that. I usually do my patterns a little bit bigger than needed, just in case, because sometimes when you make a cut, it's not the same cut that you did the first time you made the pattern. So I always try to make it a little bit bigger, and I clean it up. I clean it up. If I messed up, I clean it up. Straight lines like this are important because sometimes when we attach something together, we're going to attach it, this is when we're not, but we're going to attach it this way, and we're not going to overlap it. Okay? Any questions? Hey, Potts. Hey, Nicholas, Morticia, Tina. Am I missing anybody? All right. The glue that I use, BC, it's the cheap super glue, and I get it in such huge packs on Amazon. And it's not the gel. You don't want the gel, and you want quick drying. Definitely no gel, and you want quick drying. All right, any other questions? No. Okay. So now we got the torso. Now, this is how I do the hands, and I don't usually do it until, cut the fingers until I am ready to do it. If I haven't done the pattern, cut the pattern out yet. But I still get it ready to do. Round that off, so when we're ready to use it, we'll put the pattern back on and cut that. This will stick aside because we have to do it again. And we'll do the same here. It's time consuming, especially when you're cutting patterns and you're picking out your colors. And these first ones are just going to be, like I said, basic, and then we're going to get more into the chalking or the acrylic painting, and we have the chalk or the oil pastels that you can use. It's so fun. All right, now we got the feet. Cut out the feet. A sharp blade is important. A sharp blade is very important, especially when you go starting to cut these styrofoam balls. I'm sure if you cut styrofoam balls now, you know that you definitely got to have that a very sharp blade to make sure. All right. Okay, now, before we start doing the clothing and stuff, we are going to start with the styrofoam balls and the foam sheets. Oh no, I'm missing one. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. We're gonna start with the head. All right, this is the bigger ball. This is the 2.5 inch that you'll be getting in the bag if you ordered it, if you ordered the kit. All right. So we've got the head, and we've got the face, and we've got the hair. All right, we just cut these a minute ago. Hey, Shay. Yeah, Crafty Man, it is. The top heats up too. It's pretty nice. I was just looking for a smaller one because when I go to the retreat, I need a small one. I don't need the large one to use. I just need a small one. So I found this a while back. I love it. Just to do the small ones. All right. Anybody else? Any other questions? Where's the best place to get foam sheets in your opinion? Okay, Crafty Ma'am, I am a Hobby Lobby and Michael's girl all the way. My Hobby Lobby is a lot cheaper than Michael's when it comes to the foam sheets. Just let you know that. And it's cheaper to buy the bigger ones than it is to buy the smaller ones. Don't know if you knew that. All right. I don't suggest you guys do, well, okay. If you can do it, try it. But at first I would not try it until, no, I'm not gonna even show you. I'll do it without. All right. You got your foam sheet. Now, can you see over here? We're gonna start moving this a little bit so you guys get a better view of this. Any other questions? Well, it's kind of cool because every time I go to the thrift store, I'm gonna go to the thrift store because I need 5 more big ones for the retreat. And they're $35 a piece, $36 a piece. I know I can find them cheaper elsewhere. Hey, Angel. All right, here we go. You ready? I'm set. I would say about 350. We're gonna say about 350. Do you see it starting to curl up? Can you all see that? You ready? And I always do this to make sure it stays. You see how it curls up? It's ready. It is ready. Turn the air off. You ready? Don't pull too hard, but pull hard enough. Don't pull too hard, but pull hard enough. We want to make sure we get half of this ball covered with this. All right. Hey, Nikki. It's fun, guys. It's fun. Once you get it down, it's fun. All right. See how easy that was? Now, we're going to do a pulling too hard one. Give me, let me just grab a piece. Do not, we're going to do 2 pieces. Set this on here, and you'll see in a minute. For too long. Once it starts to curl, once it starts to curl, I start doing this. But the longer I hold it on here, you'll see. It starts to really lose its beauty, its prettiness. I mean, it just becomes ugly. I don't know if you can see that. I tried to put the light over here. That was way too long. I held it on, and you can see how it left rivets, my own rivets. Not good. All right. Now we're going to pull too hard. Pulling too hard is bad. Any more questions? Okay, here we go. Ooh. Hold on. Those staples burn. Oh, they burn. They get really hot. All right, here we go. Now we're gonna pull too hard. See, it's starting to come up. Can you see it's coming up? A few more seconds, done. Do not pull too hard. Pulling too hard to make sure it stretches makes it extremely thin, and that's why it rips. Okay, it's not good. Let me go get my ball. And you'll notice also if you bake it a little too long, even though that these are all 2 millimeters, some of them are different. And you'll get to know that. So, all right, so back to this. All right, let's go back to this. Let's get scissors. Just creating the head. Now, I like these balls because I don't know if you can see, there's a line. There's a line that goes halfway through it. And if you still want to make sure that you get it, because it is important, this is important, I used to, at the beginning, just mark enough darkness on that line. All right. Then I would take the glue gun and I go around it. Not a lot, just a little, because it's going to spread. All right. And then we just stick it in. Ooh. You stick it in, good. All right. It's in. It's all the way in. It's glued. And it's on that halfway line. All right. Let it cool down because we're going to cut it. So now we're going to go to the feet real quick. We jump back and forth because we want the glues to dry and we don't want to mess up the glues. All right. So you're going to take your smaller balls. These are 1.5 inch. These are 1.5 inch. And I use that line. Like I said, there's a center line right there. Use that center line. And I cut just a tad bit off. This is not a sharp X-Acto, so you see how it did that? That's not a sharp one. All right. Any questions on the, and you can do that to all 4 balls. All 4 1.5-inch balls. Any questions on the face so far? Attaching the face, pulling the foam sheets, anything like that? Any questions yet? Hey, Alyssa. Okay, this stand right here, you have to purchase through Dawn's. You got a pen? You're taking notes, right? It's Dawn's 3D Fakery. Dawn's Fakery and 3D Gifts. I'm sorry. Dawn's Fakery and 3D Gifts. And then this is just a pull noodle. It's awesome. It works so good. So get up with Dawn and she'll take care of that for you. Hey, Barbara. All right. So we have all 4 cut. You see how much I cut off? We have all 4 cut. Now, you're going to add your hot glue. And I line up these lines. Remember I told you about those lines that I had? I line up the lines. All right? I'm just going to glue them together, set it aside to dry, to cool down, I mean. All right? I know, right? All right, so that was a good one, Dawn. All right. Attached, let it cool down. All right. This should be good by now. So now we're going to come back in. Remember I started that cut? I started it for a reason. And you're just going to cut. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Cut around. Just keep cutting all the way around. All right. I cut it all the way around. Now I'm just going to go through and clean it up. Because that's important too. Making sure that this is clean. Is important. All right. I got halfway. You can see my line right there. I got halfway with it. So we're doing good. All right. Now we can attach the back of the head, the hair for the back of the head. Because I have that cushion there, I'm not going to get the lines on the face. Okay, you ready? Oops. Make sure this is all glued down. It's important it's all glued down. All right. Vicki, I buy my styrofoam balls in bulk. Either from Temu, Michael's. Well, no, Michael's and Hobby Lobby are expensive. I found a couple cheaper places on Amazon too. But that's where most of my balls come from. Hey, Maureen. All right, so here we go with the hair. Now, this is the way I do it. I don't suggest you doing it until you get this down, but I glue very little, very, very little. It just saves time. Saves more time that I've found, that I've researched. All right, here we go. Do you see it? Is my setup okay, guys? Is everything looking okay? Starting to pop up? Here we go. All 4 down and pull. And pull. Let me cool it down a little bit quicker. I have a fan because I cool my stuff down quick. All right? And you see where I don't know if you can see it, where the face is connected. So I just go like this. Very easily. Or you can use the scissors, it don't matter, but I do not a deep one, but right on that line that came through. Because I know that's where I need it to be cut. It's not all the way through, but I know that's where it needs to be cut. So then I pull it down and I start to cut. If the hot glue is still hot, it's going to get on your scissors and it's going to cause problems. And it can rip if it gets caught. Say if I got caught right there and I went to go take it off, it can rip the whole hairline back here. So that's why I always let it cool down first. Then I just go through and clean up what I just did because I had that line marked. All right, so here we go. It's not perfect, but it'll do. And it's not too overlapping. This is going to be the bottom. Can you see? All right, any questions? Good morning, Vicki. All right, any questions? We're doing good. Now, I've cut it, or I've done it on here, so if you get the kit, this is how it's going to be, all right? I'm not going to cut these because I already know my measurements. So I'm going to finish off this and cover this up so you don't see this, which you can see right there. We're doing this right here. All right? Another important thing is a ruler. And I love my thing right here because it helps keep my lines straighter. I can't draw a straight line, more or less cut a straight line. It's so sad. But it is what it is. All right, here we go. All right, so the strap I usually do, it's usually about, I don't know, a quarter of an inch. I don't know. I didn't measure it, but here it is. All right. Now, like I said, everybody does their dolls different. The lady that I learned from, that I really enjoy watching all the time, she doesn't do what I'm doing. This part, what I'm going to do. I heat it up. All right. Now, this is where the bigger one comes in, you'll see. Because I only get so much heated. As soon as it starts to pop up, I don't know if you see it. See it? You want that curl. Same side down on the heater because it curls. All right, so we got a little curl. We're gonna cool it down. Vicki, if you just private message me, you can buy one for $30. That's including shipping. And I do Cash App and I do PayPal, but I invoice through PayPal, so you'll receive a PayPal invoice. What am I doing? Laura, sorry. Let me put her back together. I'm showing pieces. I know this is time consuming, but it's important if I answer these questions while I can. Where's the hole? Okay, here we go. Tammy, you have to private message me. Hey, my sweet treasures. All right, so this is what we're making. Her name's Daisy. She's just a simple, easy to start and learn. All right, so we've got this. Now we're going to this glue. I find my bottom. I told you I wanted this to be the bottom that had a little bit extra. I put the glue on and attach. I like the curvature that it has because it already starts to curve. You can also, if you don't want to do it that way, you can have your strip of hair and you can just pull it. Don't pull it too hard. You'll rip it, but you can also do that. It doesn't give you the curvature, but it gives you a thinner and longer piece. Okay, now all I do is add glue to the strip. Lisa, I think I got you already. If you're PMing about the kit, I saw it this morning when I came in here. All right, any more questions? So now we're just gonna start going around. Glue on your fingers is a must. I am forever filing my fingers. And our pavers at the pool deck, that's good too. And then I cut it right where I joined it. All right, so we've got the face and we've got the back of the hair. So far. Still got some more steps to go. All right. Now we're going to set that aside. Let's work on the feet. All right, so we did this earlier. We cut them, a little piece off. We glued them together. Like I said, I use these lines on here that are important to me because when I go to form the shoe or create the shoe, Lydia, this is important. When I go in to create the shoe, I can kind of tell how much I'm going to take off. So at least both the shoes are kind of even. I use always using this. I'm going to cut off about this much. All right. It's about how much I cut off. Find the line, do it again. All right. Okay, so now you got two shoes. Let's form the shoes. This is too big. All right. I could use, where'd it go? You ready? Voila. Okay. We want this shoe to stay on. Little dab of glue. Put it on. All right. This was the pattern for, where'd it go? 2 feet. Okay, 2 feet. So we used the front face, the hair, and now we got the 2 feet. I don't want to see that, so we're going to go this way. Okay. Ready? Here we go. We're going to heat. Any questions while we're heating? Yes, Crafty Corner, you can, and you will see me heat some. I'm going to heat some. I have some to heat for this one. All right. Here we go. Same thing. I want it as smooth as I can get it all the way around. You can take it off now. I do that. I twist it. That also pulls it down more for it to cool. Okay, that's the feet. Hey, Dana. Hi, Christy. All right, so that's where we are. It's cooled down enough, so let's go ahead and cut. Once we get these basic stuff done, it's going to go quick. But the basic doll building is what takes the time. All right, here we go. I cut it down All right. Now we're going to make sure it stays glued. Some glue gun. All right. And just hold it. If you get a little knot like that, oh, can you see it? There we go. No big deal. No big deal. Just chop it off. Just chop it off so it'll lay down. All right? So let's get the second one done real quick. I cheat. No, this saves time. It took me a while to get this down because I didn't pull it quick enough. And once you start learning how to pull it good, then that's when you do it. That's when it's easier to put the glue on and then just do it the way I'm getting ready to do it now. Instead of the first way I showed you. All right, here we go. Whoop! Careful. I forgot I didn't glue it. That's why it's important to glue it. All right, let's turn the fan back on to cool it down quick. Just keep it smooth. Keep it going. Any questions? Hey, Betsy. All right, here we go. Cut it down. We're going to build the shoe right now, so we're going to start building her shoe. You see her shoes? My face is always last. Always last. I just do this part. All right, here we go. The kit will say cut 2 for shoe. And that is about 3/4 of an inch thick. All right. So we're gonna cut it. I'm trying to stay in your guys' sight. How we all doing? I learned from several people on the internet. I learned from Luz. She makes some. I've learned from Giselle. She makes them. I found another lady that makes them, but she doesn't put nothing but eyeballs on them. They're kind of cute, but they're kind of weird. Dana, I get my foam sheets from Hobby Lobby and Michael's. All right, let's get the shoes. We're going to cut 2 of these. I don't know if y'all cut foam sheets a lot, but follow with your hand, because if not, this part goes down and it doesn't cut a straight line. All right, here we go. We're gonna do the shoe. All right, once again, the longer one is a lot easier to work with, but I'll have to try to figure out how to set this up. I was working on it, but we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out so it's easier. So I lay down as much as I can. As soon as it starts to pop up, I take it off. Let's get the other side. How are we doing? Any questions? All right. Cool it down. Let's get the other one going. Ooh, this one's thicker. This one's thicker. Hold on. That's obvious. See, I didn't hold it in the middle. Quick fix. Done. All right, here we go. All right, let that cool down. All right, here we go. We're gonna build the shoe. You got your crazy glue? This is gonna be the back of my shoe. So we're gonna put it right here. All right. Let that cool down. And we're gonna cut 2, where is it? Shoe straps. So I just did one long one. The pattern will say shoe strap. I just did one long one because that's all you really need. And when you cut the glitter, cut on the back. It's easier. Cut's a lot easier. I heat it up. I always heat up my pieces. I don't just put them on without being heated up. Cool it down. All right, now we're gonna put the strap, the glue, and the strap. Okay, I just put it down a little bit. That way, so when we go around, it's hidden. So you do the other side. Put the strap down. I don't take it all the way to the bottom, and you'll see why in a minute. All right? And just glue it. Now we're going to do this part of the shoe. All right? Can you see how I'm doing it? If you do not, if you're not going to put your dolls on a base, you don't have to do the bottom. That's why we're not doing the bottom. All right. Next week, we're going to do a little boy, and he's going to have the sneakers on, the tennis shoes that I love doing. And he'll have a bottom because one of his feet or his bottoms will be up. You'll see. So just put it all the way around. All right. Hello, I don't know who color my home is, but hello. Would you have never even fun sheets? It amazed me. When I saw it done for the first time, I was amazed. All right, then I just close it up with glue. All right. Cut the extra off. Try to leave clean. All right, now let's do the other one real quick. Might have enough. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. All right, this is the back. Put your... So if we were putting a bottom on, we would do the bottom first, and then we would put this part on. Because this part's to cover up the seams as much as you can. Stick. See, everything sticks. All right, put your strap on, bring it around, put your other strap on, attach it, okay. All right, now let's put this part on. I do it like this. How we doing? Yes, I've watched Live Faith Love Crafts too. I love her stuff. She's been doing it for a long time, and I'm just realized because of her is how I found out these pastel colors over here to use. Like I said, I learn all the time. I'm always learning something new. And everybody does it different. But, ooh, cut too much. See? Perfect save. Look at that. Cut too much. Let's try it again. That's why you always have to. All right, here we go again. And now my fingers are full of the glue. All right. Here we go. I'll do this one quicker. Okay, here we go. Ready? Oh, I'm stuck. And there's glue all over my scissors. Time to get another pair. All right, there we go. Okay. Now we're gonna take another. This is gonna be the neck and the base of the shoe. Same width, but so you'll do two different colors. The base of the shoe is going to be this also. So I'm going to cut two of these. This is the glitter foam sheet that's, love how it just curls. Love it. Cool it down. Couldn't you just stretch? You could, but I like the way that it looks better when it's heated up, because you've got kind of like that cup. Can you see kind of like a cup turn, kind of like a half cup? I don't know. I don't know. Whatever you call it. But no, I like to heat it up better. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing we just did with the other part of the shoe, but now we're going to put the base on. Let it cool. Let it dry. And if you've got crazy glue on your fingers and you get anywhere on this glitter sheet, the glitter's gone. You might as well just rip it off and start all over. Can you see? Just getting it all the way around. Glue it. Attach it. And cut off the extra. The beginning of her shoe. All right, let's stick that aside and let's do the last shoe. I always start it off on here. It just makes it easier. Gives me my spot that I'm going to do it on. Okay, hold on. I think the shoe is it. The glue that I'm using is just this, and it's cheap glue. It's just cheap glue, but it's not gel and it's quick drying. Yeah, Marisol, it does look a lot more polished when it's heated up. You'll see it once you go and get you a piece if you have it, and just look at the difference when it's heated and when it's not heated, and you stretch it. But a lot of the women do it. They stretch it. A lot of the people that I've seen do it. I just like it better. All right, shoes are done. Now we're gonna assemble the legs. Okay, and your kit will have 2 skewers. And the way I do it is, a poor girl. When you have a hole that you've created that's perfect, you need to like try to get back to that hole. Sorry guys, that's what I'm trying to do, is find that. If you see down in there, there's a hole for the head to go in. I just gotta... Found it. Gotta do that. All right, so now we're gonna do the legs that are right here. Simple, easy. Simple, it's not the way I do my legs, but this is, like I said, the basic simples. Simple, simple. All right. Everything I have, I make sure that it is extra long because you're going to cut it down. Did you see that? Gosh, I'm so sorry. Just gluing the skewer on. All right, so while that dries, where are we? Can you see what I'm doing? Where we at? Okay. While these dry, the body. This is our little booty, all right? You got that line again? You don't have to cut it. You could cut it. I cut it. I don't know why. That's the way I learned. This is the basic learning, so I'm just going to teach you the way I basically learned. And it makes the torso a bit easier. A lot better. Where'd that line go? Oh, there it is. Okay. And you're just going to cut. This is about an inch. No, not an inch. Quarter of an inch. Maybe a little bit more. All right? You put that there. We did not cut her undergarment out yet, but we're going to cut it out. Okay, her undergarment will go on this. That's what we're making right there. The pink undergarment. And you see that it's cut in half. Or I cut some of it off. Not half, less than half. And I'm going to switch up the colors, guys, because I already have one of this color. So we're going to make her undergarment blue this time instead of pink. We're going to heat it and we're going to shape it over the new styrofoam ball. All right, undergarment. Okay. We don't have to cover the whole thing. No. It's only covered up to here. So just this much is covered from here down. All right. Stay. All right, here we go, heating. You ready? Good morning, Margarita. I have the 7 dwarfs up here that I've made. I'm working on Alice in Wonderland. I have the rabbit. I love it. I'd love to see your dolls. All right, there we go. See it? And just pull it down. Just pull it down. All right. And this one, like I said, does not have to be all the way up. So I'm just going to put glue around here. Just did glue down there. All right, then I'm just gonna go like this and hold it. It don't have to be anything special because it's her undergarment. I just keep pulling until it's completely cool. I got the fan right here. All right. Then we're gonna cut it off. What we don't need, we're gonna wait till it's cooled down. Make sure it sticks, guys. All right, let's try it now. All right. Finish putting the glue around here. I'll show you in a second, guys. Give me a minute. Get it to stick. It's not sticking. There we go. Okay. How we doing? All right, here we go. So the back's all the way covered. That's because I couldn't get it to stick down there. If it doesn't stick, you got to make sure it sticks. It's important that it sticks. All right. So there's her torso or her bottom. All right. Now you're going to get the torso and cut it out. The torso. This I do. I fold it in half and I'm like, where's my middle? All right, there's my middle. So I definitely want the middle on the middle. All right, and let's glue it. The crazy glue I found is better for foam sheet to foam sheet, but foam sheet to styrofoam ball, it's the hot glue gun. All right, bring this around. Like I said, I always make the patterns bigger because you never know. So you glue it, wrap it, and you want it to at least get to the middle. All right, so we're gonna say the middle is right here. Okay, the middle of this ball is about right here. You want to glue that part on right there. Wrap it around and glue it to the middle. All right? Now you're going to do the other side the same way. This one will overlap. Bring it around to the middle. And then all you do, big scissors. So glue it all the way up on that first one from the middle. That first one, I glue it and then I attach this. I won't cut it down until it's dried. All right? So now we've got the torso made. This is the neck opening, so you don't want it like way too big, guys. All right. There we go. Now, I just fold that back and cut that extra off. All right. Clean it up. You won't see this, but I still like clean. I like it to be clean and attached. All right. That's uneven, so we're going to even that out. Now we've got it even. All right? So we have that. All right. Now we're gonna go back to the legs. Let's get these legs done. How are we doing on time? Oh, it's only an hour so far? Not bad. We haven't done bad. I got up to 40 people. I did it. Okay, here we go. Kit member people, kits are for sale. They're $30. That includes shipping. All you have to do is private message me. And then once you private message me and you commit, then I get with you and find out the hair color you want and the eye color. I give you an option of hair color and eye color. Hey, Vicky and Shelby. Who else is there? Tina. Leg done. Let's do the other leg. Keep a blade, because you don't want your stuff sticking to all this crazy glue. Or I'm just a messy crazy gluer. I don't know. Can you see me? All right. Guess what we're gonna do now? We're gonna put the body together, what we have. Oh, come here. Oh, you don't need those big dogs. We can use one of these. Okay. Your sticks are gonna be longer. That's fine. No big deal. You do not want it longer than the shoe or the foot that you're going to put the shoe, the leg into the foot. Okay. I don't point it. You'll see why. All right. Still too long. Let's go some more. Don't cut it too short though. You need that for some stability. Okay, here we go. Ready? I find the middle, mark it. This, I have a pencil sharpener, but just make sure, I do keep this one longer. Make sure it's got a edge on it, okay? I poke with that edge into the bottom, but I put the flat part. That part's for the body. Can you see it? And that part's for the shoe. Pop it in. Give it a little lean. You want a little lean. Not much, but just a little. All right, let's do it again. Let's cut this bad boy down. Longer part goes on top. Right? I find my middle, the middle. I don't know if I showed you last time. I'm so sorry. All right. Got the flat side. I've got the body side. Use that point from the body side to make that hole and then stick your leg in. All right. 2 feet with legs. Got some pretty sexy legs, huh? What am I using? I'm just using cutters. Crazy glue sticks. It does. Okay, and if you all notice, I'm not gluing anything down yet. I never glue my dolls together until I am completely done. I'm having a problem with one right now because I thought it was able to stand and it's not. So I have to redo the feet because I glued it down too soon. I thought it was done and it wasn't. I have to redo her feet. Anyways, so now we got this. Okay. We're going to take Tammy, you can also use these things. They're big, huge. I use these, the wire, the big ones, but I really don't use that thick of dowels. My bigger dolls have the thicker dowels, but these have the smaller dowels. I don't use those. All right, let's get something that's pointed. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to attach the legs now to the body. All right, so we've got our middle. Said this was about the middle. So we want a leg to go on this side, and we want a leg to go on this side. All right? So I mark it. There's my middle. I want middle over here and middle over here. I get those holes started. All right, so there's the middle and there's the holes. All right? How we doing? Any questions? What am I using to cut? Oh, okay, we already got that. Look at my fingers already. They're crazy. All right, so here we go. We're going to put the legs in. With that point, it's going to be a lot easier. I barely start it. Barely start it. Barely start it. I hold my doll. My goal is to get it straight. All right. So, right now it's leaning back a little bit. I don't know if I can show. Okay, see how it's kind of leaning back a little bit? I don't want that. So, I'm going to push the body forward a tad bit, and then push down, down, till I can't push no more. Okay? She's standing. Okay? You got that? She's standing on her own. Blessing. Blessing. All right. That's open too much. All right, here we go. The head. I need to stop using the drawer. I'm supposed to be using the bag. Oh, I didn't put one in there for the head yet. All right. It's just another skewer. Oh, I have a pencil sharpener right here. So easy. Gives the perfect little points. Can you see the point? Gives the perfect point. It's perfect. All right, here we go. All right, so where we did the middle, where we attached the two, brought it around. Hey, Mac. While we brought it around right there is where we're gonna put the skewer through. Right in the middle, 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 middle. All right? Push it in. Push it in. Still got to be long enough, though, to get into the ball. To get into here and to get placed into the ball. All right? So if you see, let's see right there. That's long enough. The top of the ball is right here. So that's long enough. All right. On here, you're going to see the base of the shoe and the neck. Remember those were the same ones, same pattern? So you cut it out. And where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. I put the crazy glue on the stick and on the hair. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing right here. The hair and the stick. Attach and let it dry. Any questions? If I missed your question, pull it back through or retype it in. Okay. Remember, kits, $30. Just private message me. That includes shipping. And then I just wrap it around. And you'll see the reason why I put necks. I do necks on my normal dolls because I just think it looks better. But on this one, you'll see why we have to do a neck on this type of body. I'm not sure how many times around we got to wrap it. And you'll see what I'm talking about now. It's got to fit in that hole. Okay? And so we're going to find the middle. Push her head down. Don't push this way. Hold her body, push and push. This way, not this way. You can break the legs. All right, push it in. It's got to fit in that hole, and too big. Too big. So let's go down one. We're going to take just a little bit off. I always do the back though. The back is always where I cut it off at. Is it going? It's going. There we go. Give me a second, guys, and I'll show you what I'm doing. Gotta be just right. Okay. See, it's in. It fit in. And then I glue it up here so now it will stay in place. I just put a little bit of glue on the head itself, right there. And then I push the neck portion down to attach it. I did not attach the torso to the neck. Not ready for that yet. All right. Push it down and hold it. That way it'll stay. And then do the back. Do the same thing to the back. She's coming together. Hardware store, Walmart, Tammy, Walmart has them. There we go. Remember, this is not attached and glued yet. I'm not ready to glue it. Not ready to glue her legs yet. I'm not ready to glue this into place yet. I'm still working on how I want it to stick out, whatever. All right, so we got her there. And she's standing on her own. That's good. It's a bonus. Okay. So now we're going to do, let me put her back together. All right. We're going to work on her dress now. All right, we're going to work on the dress. Simple, easy. Her dress is going to be pink. Now y'all see, even this simple doll right here, how long it takes just to do a simple doll. I use this and I trace with it. Because it has this, I'm not gonna just cut, I'm just gonna trace it and then cut it. So we have the dress. Let's cut the dress out. And even though it's not going to be form fitted to her body at all, I still heat it up. I just like to have it heated. I like the look of it. Just I just like the look better. I don't know. It just seems to go together better. All right. Now remember when I told you that it's important to have your lines straight and cut? This is why. Now, you can do it the way, I'll do it 2 different ways. This way, I don't trust this way as much, but they do it this way. Even though I'm going to do it this way, I'll show you the way that I reinforce it. All right, so I just put the glue there. And now you just have to, let's see if we can do this. Okay, do this, do those. I'm doing pretty good for being backwards. Just attach it. It's easier to go like this, guys. Just go like this. Make sure it's attached. All right. So now I reinforce my clothing because I think it's important that it stays on. I need about that long of a strip. All right. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to put glue on the whole thing. And then on the inside, not the outside, the inside, I'm just going to go like that. And that will just reinforce it. So this will never come apart. That's important to me. So I just put it in, lay it on it. You see it in there? And then I just cut this extra off with the scissors that are full of hot glue. Don't work. Anyways, any questions so far, guys? All right. How's she doing so far? Hey, Shauna. Hey, Tisha. All right. Now we're going to get, you don't need a pattern for this. And I did not put a pattern for it, draw it out. I did not do it. But this is what I do. I take the longest side and then I want to make the ruffle around the bottom. See how it's kind of ruffled? This is a little ruffled, but it's not as ruffled as I'd liked it to be, so I wanted to add that too. So we're just going to add it. I fold it in half, and then I just, woo. It's not perfect. I heat it up. Let it cool down. How are we all doing? We're still at 31, yes. Takes a long time, guys. All right. Put some hot glue or crazy glue on. And I'm following the little bit of curvature that this has with this. Glue it, follow that curve. It's easier if you look at it this way and you do it because you can see I'm trying to get the same amount all the way around. And do a little bit at a time. Or your fingers are gonna get stuck on everything. How we doing? Thank you, Margaret. If you get too much of this crazy glue, it doesn't stick. It's weird. Very weird. And you'll see how I put two ends together. Whew. Because we need to add more to this. All right. So far. All right. Now we have this other half to do. So, do you see how I just did all that? Now I'm just gonna go fold it again. I just cut another strip. I didn't have to redo the swiggly lines. It's very time consuming to make. Sorry, you guys want to cool it down for me? It's very time consuming, but it's hard when you're thinking of them to come up with. All right, so now we have to make this match. It's not going to match, too big. I want it to match as much as I could. So I just cut it down. A little bit more right here. This is where the OCD kicks in, people. All right, now we're gonna attach it again, or the new part. Let's get it started. You see where it's attached? Let it cool down or let it dry before you try to keep going around. A 4-inch pancake maker. Oh, Maricela, that's, whew. No, because you would have to, let's see. You would get about that much on it. You need that whole thing. And to do that, then to cool it, this is the better, this is the smallest I would go. And this is inside is a 11 inch. But that's the smallest I would go. All right, let's keep going. Any more questions, guys? You'll see it start coming together quicker, too. Yeah, Maricela, let me tell you, let me send you a link to one. It's the one that I got for the retreat. I'm buying 6 of them for the retreat. They got good reviews, and they're not that expensive, and they're big. They're big. 2 people will be working on them at the retreat. But yeah, 4 inches is not big enough at all. Little bit more. Then we attach it to there. There we go. Now done. Okay. And now we're going to do around her neck. And this is where this part's not heated enough, but this is where it being heated up pretty good is going to help because you've got that small area. So let's heat it up a little bit more and make it curl a little bit more, but not too much. See that curl? That's perfect. And then it flies away. All right, so we're gonna start at the back again, the back of the neck. I always start at the back. Gonna attach it. And then start bringing it around. Now, what I'm trying to do with this one, I'll show you in a second. Give me 1 second, guys. So I can show you, explain it to you as I show you. All right, there we go. Okay. My goal with this was to make it higher than what's inside. Do you see that? Because I wanted it to sit up a little bit higher. This one is right on the edge. I didn't like the way it looked. See, I mean, I always change my dolls. Come up with them and change them. So this one I put it higher, so that way you don't see the pink. All right. Remove my girl's head. Put her dress on. Her dress is on. Put her head back. Find that hole. Okay, there we go. Now you'll see why her neck was important. I'm pushing up and under in here to get on the neck. To get it on the neck. You see that? Oops, sorry guys. All right. She's coming along. She's still standing. That's a blessing. Uh-oh. Okay. Do you see how that is like that? That's because the glue attached it right there. So I'm going to take and very carefully cut the pink, not the yellow, the pink. There we go. All right. Woo, stay there, girl. The fan's pushing her over. The fan is pushing her over. That's not good. All right. We got to do some cuts. We're going to do the dress. So the dress, we're going to do blue flowers. We're going to do her bow blue flower, or blue flower, green flower. Yes. Okay. And then we still have her hair to cut. But that'll be a minute. All right, so her sleeve is going to be blue. Where's my doll head? I'm changing the colors up, guys. I'm sorry. I guess it don't matter. It'll be blue. All right, so cut 2 sleeves. cut a piece, folded it in half, and now I'm going to cut 2 sleeves. Done. Now we're going to do the arms. So we're going to have to cut this out. We're going to attach the arms and the flowers next. Because this I trace. Now the lady that I watch, she hand paints her faces on. I'm not a painter, so I can't. But she takes like an hour just to paint the face. It's insane. They're beautiful. All right, trace the hands. Now, when you're doing the hands, you need to make sure that your thumbs are correct. And I'll show you what I mean by that in 1 minute. But your thumbs have got to be correct. That's important. And how I do it, like I said, I heat everything up. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't show you the hands. Hold on. Your arm. I'm going to do 2 of them. The thumb. And as many dolls as I've made, I still have to go like this when I put my hands on the dolls. I'm bad. All right, any questions? How are we doing on questions? All right, so my thumb. Down. 2 seconds, not as long as we did before. You want them to kind of like curl. This is fine. Sit curled. You want the hands to curl. With my big dolls, I do that and I put them on a ball. So you could do the same thing if you have extra ball. But you can heat it, automatically throw it right back on here and let it warm up. All right, thumb. Important. In here, you will also have, that'll be in the kit, pre-cut the wires for your hands and arms. All right. Can you see? Crazy glue right down the middle. You put your wire on. You don't want it, hold on, gotta hold it down. You don't want it down here, and you don't want this doll all the way up to the top. All right, do your other one. We're on 1.5 hours. We're almost done. Not done yet. See, when I do my dolls, when I'm designing my dolls, my bodies are bam, 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 because all my bodies are the same body, which makes it a lot easier. I have 3 styles of bodies. Easy. Very easy. So when I do the clothing and stuff like that, that's where it takes me, because I'll do something, I'll trash it, or won't like it. All right, so when you roll these up, the thumb, remember the thumb? When the arm is in here, why am I doing that? I'm showing, I can show you. Thumb. You see how it's folded over like that? That way when the doll's upright like this, you don't see this. You don't see that part of the arm where it folded. So you want to glue both sides again. You fold the side that you don't want seen first. That makes sense? Okay. The thumb, it'll be like this. You won't see that part of it. When it's on, you'll just see that. All right? Let's do the other one. You fold the bad side first. That makes sense. And then you fold the good side down. Once again, the thumb, and you're good. All right? Simple. Now, to make it even simpler, you take your sleeve. Oh, yeah, I warm everything up. Gonna glue right there, right down the middle. You're gonna place this on it, the arm, not to the top. Just place the arm there. All right, how we doing? Any more questions? Hey, Lydia. Tammy, Amazon, Walmart, Goodwill. It's just a griddle. It's just a griddle. Now we're just gonna fold this over like that and glue. And glue. Just like that. Do it to your other one. Same amount. That's fine, no big deal. Glue. Down the middle and down the middle. What's your second one? Oops, see, too much glue on that area. Rub it around. Won't stick if there's too much glue. Now I need some more, just a little bit more, and I don't have any left. I always keep these because I actually make about 4 strips of 3 different sizes, heat them up, and then just have them here all the time, because when I'm designing, I can just go boop, 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 boop. All right, so let's take a piece off. And we will start doing our loopies. This is not going to show as much because it's on the arm and it's not as much, much space, but I just did the swirl again. And this I'm putting at right here on the very tip. There's extra hanging over. Do the other side. Glue it down. How we doing so far, guys? We're gonna do one of these a week. One arm's done. Just simple. All right, let's do the other one real quick. And then we're gonna do the flowers, and we're gonna attach the arms before I do the flowers this time. I did it backwards on that one and it just didn't work out right. I didn't like it. Second arm. All right. Let's attach these bad boys. Remember the thumbs? Come here, Daisy. It's about where I want them placed. Down the middle. I always use this band as my guide for my arms. Thumb. I know I keep saying it, guys, but believe me, you're going to say one day, oh my gosh, the thumb. Damn thumb. That darn thumb. Just got to hold down. I just hold it until it dries. All right, let's, woo! Girl, you're supposed to be standing. You'll see how that's fixed when, see how she's leaning back? It's because she's not secure in her shoes. It's all about securing in the shoes and the placement of the legs. But this, once this is glued in there and it's held into a certain spot, then it should be good. They will stand. If not, you put a base on them. But I try to put bases on all the small ones. It's just easier. Come here, girl. Get your head back over here. All right, here we go. Attaching the second one. Down to 25. We're still doing good though. Thank you guys for staying. It's long and tedious and time consuming. Now, I don't know how they all do it in an hour. It just don't make sense. But there we go. She's coming together. You can place her arms however you want. They've got that wire in them. All right. Flower time. I think once the flower's done, because then we just have the shoes, the flower, and the face. Let's get these flowers done. All right. Base. Flowers. Bow tie. Oh, the hair. Yeah, we got the hair to do. Okay. I did, I think, what, 4 of each? 3 pink and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green. But this one we're going to do more green. These I trace. Next week I'll have the patterns cut out. I think I'll just have everything pre-cut and just cut a couple things out or show you. But I figured I would do it from scratch. So you see. We'll do one more. I think I put 8. I think you have enough for 8 or 9 flowers of the orange round flatbacks, half round flatbacks. I think that's what I got. All right, let's do the same amount of these. Oh, no, blue. I would have cut them out too, guys. And then went, know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna cut these out yet. I'm gonna do the hair real quick. So we've been on here long. I know some of you just want to go. So we'll do the hair real quick. I'll do the flowers last and the face. All right, let's get this one. Yeah. All right, we'll do the hair. Anybody can do the flowers. Flowers are simple. All right, bow tie is going to be, what color did I say? Blue. Cut your bow tie out. 2 of them. Who's still here from 9 o'clock? From as soon as I started. Anybody still here from as soon as I started? From when I started, I'm sorry. Say your name. Anybody still here from 9 o'clock? Then we're gonna do 2 pink. This will be your straps. So you got the bow tie, which you'll have a bow tie to cut out. Bow tie. And then the bow straps. I just have 2 of those. Just throw those together real quick. So when we get the hair done, we can throw it in the hair. Tracy. 3 more minutes. Anybody else here from 9 o'clock? AJ's little workshop. Yeah, I think you did too, honey. All right, so we've got Tina McEwen, AJ's. Whoop. Little shop. Dawn, Sherry. Sherry, you can't qualify for it. Sorry. Let's build the bow tie. The bow tie is the bow for her hair. Anybody else? Yes, you can use an iron. I do have an iron, and let me grab it real quick, and I can show you how it's done. But to me, like I said, I need space. I don't like to be in a small space, but I'll show you. Anybody else here? Shelby. So I'll be giving away one of these patterns, one of these kits every week for the ones that have been here. That got to stay here. Oh, and Albert, you're right. You got to stay here till the end. Ginger's Creations. All right, so we got the bow ties done. We're gonna cut 6 of these, 3 for each side, and 1 of the bangs. All right, the bang is big, but you'll see I cut everything big, and then I cut it all down when I assembled it. Anybody else? Am I missing anybody? Jamie. Ginger's Creations, I got you. Jamie, dual. All right. And let's get 6 of these. So we'll do a drawing at the end for a free kit. And just remember that the kits are $30. That's included shipping. I am always a text message away. But let me tell you, I'm not available all hours. 4 o'clock hits, I'm done. 4 o'clock hits, it's my time to get myself together before my husband gets home, to prepare the dinner, do what I gotta do. He gets home between 4 and 5 every day, and then it's us. So I'm not available at night. Weekends, I'm a hit and a miss. That's gonna depend if he's golfing. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Can you see I'm just tracing? Have I missed anybody else that's been here? Anybody else? Hey, Courtney. Or that's Country Creations by Nancy. Oh, hey, Nancy. Nobody could see your name yesterday. That's right. Tammy was here. Anybody else? Lucy Gonzalez Stevens. Vicky's. All right. Vicky's Country Craft. Okay. Let me cut these out real quick, and then or let me go grab that iron, and then. Did y'all see that? Death trap. I won't be using this one next week. I'm going to have it set up to where I can use my original one, the one that I love the most. Come here, buddy. Oh, hey, I didn't even realize the lid opened up all the way like that. I've got 2 surfaces I could use. Hey, that works. Okay. If you're going to use the iron, believe it or not, this is the first thing that I had to use because I didn't have anything. Let me cut one out. It's not on, so it's not going to heat up. But you would just go like this. And just hold it. It's not heated up, but it'll fit. Big pieces do fit. I mean, it's not that big of a space to work with, but that's how you would do it. You would just hold it like that. Just do it just like that. So you could use an iron. That's my Mexico iron. I had to have it iron in Mexico. All right, let's get this hair done. Oops. That's still a good piece to use. The hair is going to be fun. Hair, you can use anything. You don't have to use a dowel. You can use your finger. You can use a paintbrush. You can use, everybody's got a paintbrush. I'll use a paintbrush. Sorry, we're getting out of the screen again. How are we doing? Any more? I think it's harder on iron. Yes, it's a warmer. It's a warmer. All right, last hair to cut. Now, this is where this comes in. I made this yesterday. I cut a ball, a small ball. I think it was like 1 inch. I glued it in the bottom of one of these. So now I could use it like this. Not easy to work. All right, the hair, which is bangs. You got your bangs? All right, here we go. Warm it up. This is the front. It's starting to lift up, so now I'm going to hold it a little bit. Why are you not staying? Hold on. It's not working. Give me a second. Everything has to be fixed. Get in there. I mean, you won't see it, so I guess it don't matter. It don't matter. You're not going to see it. Put her face on, her hair on. Okay, so now we need to remember that, hold on, let me, it's not completely cut out yet, but we need to place the hair where we can put, make sure there's enough room for an eye and an eyebrow. So, I'm thinking right about there. And that should be fine. I was cooling it, letting it cool down as I was forming it. You see that this part's formed. You got all that extra, but that's okay. I glue on this part. Right here. I glue this. And I slide it back down. I make sure that the bang is the way I want it on this side, the bang is the way I want it on this side, and then I just lay it down. Get it out of the way. See how it's, can you see it formed? Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to cut the extra off. And I'm going to cut it right up to that center line piece that we made. Right to that. All right. Make sure it's glued down. Face so far. Hair. Lay down, hair, lay down. All right. Now we're going to take all 6 of these, 3 in one and 3 in another pile. All right. Just take them like that. What I said is we use a paintbrush. Paintbrush. You see how they're all curved the same way? I'm trying to show you. This is the curved side. This is the flat side. This is the curved side. This is the flat side. Heat it up. You can get real fancy and do a couple at a time. Since it starts, it's curling that way, we want to go the opposite way with this one. And cool it down. Cool it down. I do 2 at a time. Reheat, reheat. Just curl it. Curl it. Wrap it. Oh, it is, Tina? Yeah, Alyssa, they are. They're the 2mm. See? Now we're going to take the other ones. Yep, they are. Hey, Lisa, what, the chalk? I can never say chalk. I have a harder time saying caulk. Roll it. Cool it. Down here's the cooling. I enjoy doing these, guys. I really do. I mean, I just... Girls. All right. Now we're going to take her head. We are going to... Let me see if I can... Okay, here we go. All right. See how I did that one closer to the face? The second one on top, but closer to the back. And then the third one I just did in the middle. And then it just pops like that. So let's do that. The curve part, the curvy part, goes to the back, faces the back of the hair. The back of the head, I mean. All right. So I found my middle. Got to find the middle. Middle and middle. Middle of the head and middle of my line that I did earlier. I always use this as my base. All right, let's do one towards the overlay, but towards the back a little bit. And then in the middle. Lay it down, and you got 3 curls. To hold it down, you're gonna have to do this. You're gonna have to hold them down. Little dab here, little dab there. And this is when I style it to where I need it to go. Down, down. Okay. Let's do the other side, and then we'll put the bows on. Remember, the curve goes to the back. And you start at the front, and we're going to right in the middle. Just like a part. Just like a part. Do another one towards the back. Oh, well, yeah, that's the front. Duh. Now towards the back. We want to line them up. Line them up. Yeah. That's the way I do it. I mean, I don't think it really matters where the curve goes, but that's just me. I have OCD and ADHD issues. Like, things have got to be symmetrical. You should see my outside. Everything is like symmetrical. All right, let's get the last one on and then do the bows. gonna look at this now and I'm gonna make sure that I'm laying this side down like the other side's laid down. See how I'm losing the curl on this? No problem. Be careful. That's reforming. Let's see if that will work. Should work. Just reform it. Also, that's very helpful is let me finish this. I'll show you. For little things like that, I use it a lot when I'm finishing, doing all the finishing touches on my dolls before I send them out. This thing right here, I don't even know what it's called. It's a little heating device. You got high, medium, and low. It doesn't stay on long, but this heats it up a little bit. Like I would heat that up a little bit, like this, go like this, instead of doing what I just did. And that would work. That works. Quite a bit. Very easy. All right, let's put the bows on. Now my girl's got bows. Oh, let me turn it. Now she's got her bows in her hair. Okay, so what's left is the flowers and the face. So let's go ahead and we'll do the face. Get this bad boy out of the way. I do my own eyeballs. Just saying. There you're gonna see eyeballs being done. I have the nail thing. Just drop an eyeball. All right, we're gonna do. I'll do green eyes. If you order the kit, whoever wins the kit, I'll get with you. You need to get with me if I don't have your email address already, or text private message me. And you need to, you'll get to pick out the hair color and the eye color. This is one of those little sticky things, the sticker maker. So we're gonna make some eyeballs real quick. My eyeballs are not as great as everybody else's is because I don't take the time and do layer after layer after layer. I do a thick layer, but I don't do a lot of layers. How we all doing? All sticking in? Where did you get the phone? Yeah, Dawn, I have a heat gun too. But let me tell you, when you get this heat gun next to a styrofoam ball, it don't work. Learned my lesson quick. That is why I use that. Exactly why I use that. All right, so we're gonna pop these bad boys in to bake. As that's baking, I'm gonna cut some of these out. My cheat. I can't draw, guys. I don't know how to draw. Can you see that? We got the eyebrows. We got eyelashes. We got a couple eyes. I use these for eyebrows and stuff like that. So let's cut some of these out and get these ready. We're almost done. Then I'll cut the names up and we'll draw the wiki wumber. How funny. The lucky winner of the doll. I think I'll do that every week. It's because it takes time, but you have to be here from the beginning to the end. Beginning to the end. Any other questions while I'm doing this? Flame them. Flame what? What, BC? Flame them. It's quick. Flame them. I don't know what you mean. I got the same nail thing that my nail girl has. She said she loves it. I'm like, okay, I'll get that one. All right. Done. Now we're going to put them in the sticky machine. Voila, we have stickers. Then I just cut it out. And let me tell you, peel it back. You're going to get your eyeballs, guys, but you're going to cut them out yourself. You're going to peel it off, but leave it on. Cut around the eyeball and put that back on. Because if you cut all the way around, you're going to have a hard time getting that piece off to use the stickiness, okay? You take a lighter and run it over them. It dries the resin, takes out all the bubbles. And oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I'm using this. Walmart. And you'll see what I mean, why I say do it the way I just told you to do it. Okay, so you got the eyeball. Now, in order to use it, all I have to do is peel the piece off that I left and go like that. And it's now sticky. We can now put it on her face. Oops. See? And it doesn't always stick, and I still put a little dab of glue just to make sure she stays on. All right, let's do this one. When you're cutting, use the tip at the eyelashes. Use the tip because this resin does crack still, even though you're doing that. Use the tip of your scissors. Let me see if I can get you show it. The very tip. And it won't crack the resin. Yeah, BC, I did that when I was doing the resin. I have a torch underneath here. I do have my torch. I have everything. You gotta be careful. And it doesn't always come out perfect. And it does crack. All right, here we go. Second eyeball. Getting ready to go on. And peel that down. Finish cutting around the bottom of the eyeball. Now I peel it off. Where's it gonna go? It's gonna go right there. Let's add a little glue. Okay. Whoosh. Woo, don't get hot. Don't get the crazy glue on your fingers. Where did you find your eyeballs? I print them off from Pinterest. I ain't ashamed. I am not ashamed. The stencil things, I got that. I don't know where I got that one, but peeps, Timu and I just had a good run together. Look at this, because I cannot draw. But look what I got, so I can start drawing my faces. I want to draw my faces like everybody else does. Look at that. I also got these. Eyeballs, all kinds of eyebrows, noses, lips, because I can't draw. Okay. My hole punch, I don't know where my hole punch is. I think it's over there with the retreat stuff. So we're just gonna make a little nose. I used a small hole punch, just a circle hole punch. Make a little nose. Make a little nose. Put your glue on. Any questions, guys, so far? I know she's over here. She's coming back. Now, another cheat, because I can't draw. I told you guys. Me and my husband do date night. Oh, he does this to me all the time. And I can't draw. He makes me draw. It's embarrassing, but it is what it is. Gotta find cheeky cheeks. I like this pink. We just have 4 more flowers to cut out. Make the cheeks. All right, we got cheekies. And now, mouth. Mouths. And that's perfect. Watch, I'll show you. Here's the bigger ones. This one I use on my big dolls. But look. Let me show you what you do. I want her lips into her cheek. Do you see that? I want it into the cheek. So, find which circle I need. And I'll show you as soon as I find it. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, give me a second. Let me spin it around. Do you see? Do you see that line right there? I put that right in the middle. It's just such a good cheater. You see that line? It would go right in the middle. I know it spun around, but right in the middle of her head. Okay, there we go. And then all I do is I do not use the marker yet. Do not use the marker yet. Just put it back. All those are lining up, and I use my little thing here first. Can you see how I traced it? All right. Now, acrylic markers. Acrylic markers are what works on these foam sheets. Acrylic markers, guys. Acrylic paints, acrylic markers. See? Acrylic markers. Tool tip acrylic marker. Best thing ever. Almost done with her. Eyelash liquid liner. Eyelash liquid liner. Eyelash liquid liner. I think this is the bigger one. I want the smaller one. Yeah, here we go. Oh no. There's nothing in it. Oh, there is now. Okay. Dot. 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 You see the dots? Her head's done. Oh, no, we have eyebrows to do. What eyebrows do we want, guys? Too thick. Where's my other ones? Here they are. This is my favorite ones. Oh, here it is. And I don't use the marker yet. I just outline it first. I'll show you in a second, guys. Give me a second. Oh my, I lost it. Oh, there it is. She's done. Her face is done. Look at how she's coming along. While we got her sitting here before we start the flowers, let's put the girl. Stand your ground. I said stand your ground, girl. Come on. There we go. All right, let's put the flowers on her shoes. You'll get the flowers for the shoes. And like I said, you'll get a bunch of these. Oh, that arm is not working right. You get a bunch of these. BC, I'm taking all your makeup. Anything that you say about makeup, I'm doing it, dude. You did drag for 22 years. That's insane. The hours spent on makeup alone. Good gracious. All right, we're just putting the flowers on the shoes. The flowers on the shoes. All right, we're gonna put her on the base first, and then we're gonna put the flowers on her because I need to make sure that I've evened everything out as much as possible. So you'll get a piece of grass green with your little board. All I do. This whole thing gets glue. How much do these dolls sell for? I would sell her for 30, 40, probably 30. 30. You see, it takes time. It's not, even with all my patterns and even with knowing what I'm going to do, still takes the time. And it's the time that you pay for. I mean, my dolls alone, these things, they take a lot of time. Weeks. Like, I'm doing gestures right now, and I'm to a point to where it's like, okay, oh my God, how am I going to do this? So I'm still struggling on that. But I'll get it. I need glue. Look, I don't have no glue anywhere. Why? A crafter with no glue? What is wrong with me? All right, we all still here that was here before. BC, you were here from the beginning. You must have left and come back maybe. You didn't hear me say who's been here since the beginning. Got it. Guess I need to go get glue. Finger. Glue. Excess glue, wipe off. I stick it on. Make sure. Oop. She's still standing. We're doing good still, guys. She's on her own. My angels, these angels were so heavy. I can't believe how heavy these wings are to where I had to put them on a base. And I'm still having one with issues because these wings are so heavy and they keep going backwards. I have to take one apart, the feet, and refix the feet. And that's when I say you take the shoe apart. Sometimes you have to redo the shoe. But it all depends on how you stand her that way. And this is secured and even. It's got to be even. Got to be even. I got you, Tammy. Who was that? I didn't put down Margaret. Margaret Fazio. Margaret Fazio. Foge Fazio. Do you know Foge Fazio? He was a Steelers, or no, Vikings coach. My kids' aunt almost married him. Didn't. Almost did. There it is. All right. Look at it. I make such a mess, guys. I'm so sorry. I have to clean before I even craft. That's bad. Okay. So now I'm just gonna, this sat long enough, we're just gonna clean this up. Let this dry. Don't attach her to it until it's dry. Let it dry, please. We're a little bit finished cutting these flowers. I think that's all we have left. Flowers, we did her face. We did her arms. We have the flowers, right? Yeah, flowers, and then gluing her together. Won't be long, everybody. Thank you so very much to everybody that's been here. We're down to 19, but we got up to 40. What a blessing. What a blessing. You're going to see how I'm going to do the flowers too. So we're at 9, 10, 11, 2.5 hours. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. It took me like 6 hours to come up with her. So I guess that's not bad. I have a lot of capuchons that nobody's been buying. So once again, we're gonna be using a lot of those on my dolls. And I have a lot of them because I use a lot on my dolls. All right, we're gonna use the heat source to form our flowers like we've done everything else. Did you see my message? Oh, I see you. Oh, I got you, BC. You're taking notes. I got you. Okay. Let's get this bad boy back up. Woo! Good gracious, I'm sorry, guys. I forgot to lock my desk. So sorry. Just laying them over a ball. Just to form them a little bit. I think I'm going to throw an extra ball in there for you guys so you can do that. You can do the hands, lay it over, the hands over it like I showed you. Just laying it over. Laying it over. Letting it cool. To remember, extra ball. All right, I just let the heat source form it for me. And if you notice, that side did not touch the heat source. This side is a lot smoother. That did touch the heat source. So you know that. Yes, Tammy, you do. Now you have a headache. Howard. Peggy, I just use a, I use this, the quesadilla thing, but my favorite thing is this. It's just so big. I gotta reset up everything. This is the one that I use all the time because it's so big. So big. I love it. All right, let's attach these. One. Oh, I do this all the time. And I'm just throwing different sizes and whatever. The bigger ones are, of course, going to get the bigger beads, but I only have 2 more here. Oh, no, there's 3. Okay, we got it. Now, if I was doing exactly this flower on one of my bigger dolls, the bigger ones that I do and sell, like I said, this is basic. I would take a little pin. Can you see the little pin? Stick it through the middle stick it through the middle, and that 100% secures this from not coming off of her. All right, so all I did was just glue these in. Now, someday, when we get really into it, we could be using the pastels. And I would just go like this. Just like that. Can you see how it darkened it? Love it. Got a drawer full of those. All right, so let's do her dress, and then we will be done. We're gonna put these on. We're gonna attach her to this with glue. Is it done? Yeah, it's sticking. And then we will put the flowers on, and then we will do our drawing, because I think we'll be done. Get her head back in. This one's still not. All right. Oops. Get in there. All right, there we go. All right, so let's get these shoes glued on, and then we're going to start gluing her down. Need a glue gun or glue stick. All right, any questions? All right. Okay. Be generous with the glue. You want her to stick. Now we're going to start assembling. Hot glue in a hole and crazy glue on the felt, on the foam sheets. This, where we glued it together, goes in the back. Hold it in. This is in the back. Hold it in. This is what's important to keep your doll stable. All right, well, that's drying in place. Let's go ahead and put some flowers on. We'll put a big one right here. Well, that didn't stay on. We're just gonna glue these on while this is cooling down and drying. We're gonna do this. More glue. Almost done, guys. Oh, well. Oh, I know what I did. this one doesn't need to go there. This one needs to go there. Because this one gets cut in half. And this one will go there. All right, this is what I'm talking about. I wanted a half a one there, a whole one there. And then we're gonna do oh, I like it there. The half that does not have the ball on it, which I probably will go get me a small ball, so. And I did put some smaller ones in there for you guys. I'll just put this along here. I like the way hers turned out better, but anyways, it's okay. Because this should go up here a little bit more. You can always, as long as you can cover up what you did, you can always move things. But the key is to cover it up. And then we're going to do this half like this. Right about here. All right, there we go. We'll do that right there. All right, here we go. You put as many as you want, little as you want. There's that pin one. It has the pin in it. All right, attach the body. Glue. In the hole. In the hole. Stick her on. And push down. Stick her on and push down. Oh, sorry. Now we're going to take the dress. We're going to put the dress on. And I'm going to glue it down. But you see how I have it barely touching her neck? Right here. So we're just going to put a little bit of glue around the top. Set it on. Make sure you didn't just do what I did. Just gotta set it. There we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. It's coming together. All right, now we have her head. That hole down there. All right, so if you don't have to get glue down there in that hole because good luck. I make sure that right around, I'll show you, let me get it on. Just put glue right around the edge, right here. Find your hole that you made earlier. Get it in and just start working her in. Start working her neck in. You're gonna have to use things to help you get the back in, but you got it. And you gotta do it quick because this stuff dries quick. All righty. She's in. She's in. She's done. She's attached. And she's standing. Her dress is a little foo-foo. I like when their dresses go out like that. So I do put, that's why you saw it on there, put a dab of glue on her butt right there. And then I just push this up against it. I think that makes it go like woof out more. How's that? She's done. She's done. Yes, BC. 30 to 35. All right. Mess can stay. Coffee. And let's go ahead. Rip up these names. You've got to be here and you've got to answer me to get it. Sherry, you can't. No, Sherry, if you win, I have something else for you. Everybody still here? Y'all ready? She's Abby. You call her Abby? Yeah, well, the other one's Daisy, so I guess I could call her Abby. See, now I got two. Just my girls. Okay, here we go. Sherry, if you win, you can have a choice between one of these. If you win. These I make, I do sell these. I just started making them. Here we go again. We're gonna knock stuff down. That's the snowflake. That's Christmas ornaments. So think about it if you win. This is a Katrina one, Day of the Dead. And this is pumpkins. So think about it. If you win, you get one of those. AJ, did I put you in here? Because I'm sure you take Cash App or PayPal or something, don't you, AJ? I don't think I put your name in here, so let's do that. I wouldn't send you doll, but I got you, Tammy. But hey, AJ, you win, huh? PayPal you a couple bucks. Margaret, I did. You're right here, Margaret. I did. I got you. Thank you, Tina. Vicky, I gotta put you in. Tracy, I don't know. Let me. Oh, that's next week's. I gotta get a different piece of paper. Hold on. All right, so we need to make sure. Angel. Peggy, you were here from the beginning. Remember, you guys got to be here from the beginning. Susan, if you were here from like 9 o'clock and you're still here, you go on a drawing. Were you here at 9 o'clock? Crafty Corner. Crafty Corner. Who else am I forgetting? Tracy, I don't think I did, so I just got you. Vicky. Okay, this is it. Where'd the scissors go? And when I get done doing this, I'm gonna take the dog out, I'm gonna go out, or I'm gonna go to the restroom, and then I'm gonna go back to doing Tinkerbells. Right here. These were one of my first dolls. I know some of you know that, but this was one of my very first dolls. As you notice, the body's the same. Body's exactly the same. One of my first dolls. Tinkerbell. All right, guys. Ginger, I got you. Christine, you were here at the very beginning since 9 o'clock? Yes? I'm waiting for your yes. Yes or no? Christine Landry. It's Lisa. You already ordering a kit, so if you win, you'll get your free. Ginger's Creations. Okay, we're gonna do a couple more names if I didn't get you, and then that's it. Christy, I'm still waiting for your answer. Christine Landry, Anchor Art Creations. Okay, I don't know if I did. We'll just put her. Christine, what did I say it was? Landry. All right, that's it, guys. I haven't gone out yet, Albert. I have to go out later today because I have packages. I have the dolls, the angel dolls that I have to mail out today. All right. Okay, well, I just put you in here. All right. Here's all the names. You see it? Oh, sorry. There's 3 more names on the table. One, might do 2. Vicky's Country Craft. You on here? Vicky's Country Crafting? Are you on here? You have to answer. Vicky's Country Craft. If you did not answer, I have this winner, the runner-up right here. She was at the beginning. Angel, I do have the spider web. It's actually bigger than this, but this, I just used up some color that I had left, just testing it, so it's actually this size. But yes, ma'am, it is the spider web. If you want one, just private message me. All right, she's not coming on. Does anybody see her? Vicky's Country Craft. Oh, she's here. All right, girl, I need you to private message me your address, please. Please. And I just, we've had such a good time. It's been 3 hours. And those that are here, that were here for my first one, I'm going to pick another name. Oh, that's funny. There's nothing even on that paper. All right, here we go. One more name. One more kit. One more kit. This is Margaret Fazio. Private message me. I think you already said you did, maybe. I think you already did. Are you here, Margaret, still? I got my two winners. Margaret Fazio and Vicky's Country Crafting. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear about that. Yeah, rollers are $12, Angel. And yeah, here's the web. Here's the web. Margaret, you still on here? I know we're slow. I'm slow. This is slow, Mark. Yep, okay, good. Make sure that I have both of your mailing addresses, please. And those of you that's ordered the kits, I'll be putting them together today. Like I said, $30. Make sure that I have your addresses. I'll be mailing those out for you all. That way you guys can start it. And I can't wait to see them. I really want to see them. And if you have questions, guys, just let me know. And I am putting in anything that you truly have to pull and form down. There's extra pieces going to be in there for you. Because I've busted so many, and I've done it for so long. You saw how I did it. Right. But anyways, I want to thank all of you for being here with me. I'll do it again next Tuesday. This time I'll be doing a boy. I'll be working on him after I get the 2 Tinkerbells done. The 2 Tinks. They'll be quick, obviously. Same type of format. It'll be very quick. So your kits will be going out tomorrow. Well, actually, your invoices will be going out. And then when you pay your invoices, your kits will be going out. And I'd like to get them out as soon as possible. So whenever you can. When you can't get them right this moment, you just let me know when you can. I'll make your kit, set it aside, and we'll talk about it. I'm doing this every single Tuesday, BC. Every Tuesday, I got a doll. I've got a doll to do that I did yesterday. Sat out at the pool and was making notes. I got 9 dolls lined up right now to do, all the way into Christmas. Well, Christmas in July, I should say. Thank you, Crafty Corner. I've enjoyed you guys. I thank you all very much. We still got 22 people on here. Thank you, Sherry. Your kit will be going out. The winners' kits will be going out. I just need your address. They'll be going out tomorrow for sure. I'll be invoicing for the other ones. For all the ones that are ordered, I'll invoice today. And I started getting your box or your stuff together. It started over there. I just don't know how I'm going to package it. I know how I want to package it, but I got to think about it. I want to package it so you guys can do it like I do it. Where's my... Oh, here we go. All my patterns that I've ever made are in one of these. And you can just put it inside your binder. So I think this is how I'm going to package it. And then I have to mail it. So I think. We'll see. But anyways, I want to thank all of you guys again. Margaret, I never win either. You won this time. No, Betsy. No, you can always buy a kit whenever. Yeah, whenever. They're $30. If you want one, just private message me, Betsy. Yeah, BC, kits for all. You guys, if you have a few minutes, let me show you some of the dolls I've made. You just stick around. I got a few minutes. Aisha. Okay, here we go. I gotta get to the old ones. Well, you've seen My Little Mermaid. She's right here. Here's a kit. Here's My Little Mermaid. These are actual shells that I got in Mexico. So I used all my shells that I got. Oops. So she's got a kit. Which is right here. And then all the 7 dwarfs that I made up there, they've got a kit. This was one of my first ones, guys. This was like one of my very first ones. Look at her. Come a long way. Get in there. Oh, this was one of my favorite ones. Well, first you can see it right there. This was a special order for her, and I did her a minivan, a combi van to go with her doll. And then this was mine. She was blonde, I was brunette. It's a 70s girl. She's got some heels on. Kit. And I did sell these before with every single thing that was in them, and they were a lot more because these were a lot more time consuming. The fairy angel. She's a pin. She writes. And her, I made like 8 different styles out of that pattern. Just that pattern alone gave me 8 different styles. Oh, here's my biker dude. My biker dude. And he literally has, I named him Moose. He literally has tattoos. My husband drew the tattoos because I can't. He's got tattoos. So we have him. And then we have the biker babe. You ready for the biker babe? She's got some tatas too. That was my first tatas I did. And her boots, her heels, her zipper's a real zipper. I did her. Then you got the sunflower boy and a sunflower girl. I don't know if you can see her better. I got so much glue in my hands I cannot grab anything. That's the girl. This was a special request again, and he was some cartoon character guy, but I did one of him. I don't have a picture of him, but I did one of him. He was crazy. I've done, these are my newest ones. Not all of them I did things on. Patterns for. No, I didn't do any patterns for them, but I've done a lot of different kinds. A lot of different kinds. Thank you, Marguerite. Margaret. Thank you, BC. Shelby, I usually keep my hot plate like at 350. You don't want it too hot, and you don't want it too cold that it takes too long. So about 350. And I don't count. I guess I could be counting how long I keep it on there, but you'll be able to tell, and you'll learn quick. Sometimes I keep it on way too long, and it just, did I have a piece that did it in one spot that double heated? No, but if it like, you'd be able to tell right here if it was on way too long. It would be discombobulated. It would not look right. I know, Betsy, those hippies were fun. I did high heels. I did a pickle. I've done a pickle. I've done, I did a nurse with Crocs. I wish those I would have, yeah. Before I decided to do patterns, I did like $20 before I decided to do the patterns. And once I started getting more people wanting the patterns and stuff, I was like, I just might do every doll. So then I started doing every doll. The Seven Dwarfs would have to be remade. These are way too big. These were just something that I was playing with, coming back in, doing my dolls. But these bad boys stand no less than 18 inches, 17 and a half inches. So they would be redone to make it, my normal dolls are about 15, I think. What are they? Well, this one with her halo sticking out is 15. So they would be redone. And they would be their, I'm going down one size from what I normally make, and those are $50. These would start being, my new dolls are going to start being $45. Because I gotta go down, I gotta shrink them a little bit. The shipping is just getting stupid. Stupid. Way stupid. I mean, the angels that I made, because their wings are expanded, I had to go bigger box. Yeah. So, yeah, they would be $45 each, and I would have to make the set. Those are not for sale. Those have clay faces because I was experimenting when I was still doing clay. So they have clay faces. They don't have the faux for the faces, so I wouldn't sell them. Any more questions? The pickle was funny. It was so fun. I had a lady that would call and say, okay, can you make this? I have an order for this. Like, people were ordering dolls, and she'd be calling and say, can you make this doll? I'm like, okay, yeah. Yeah. But I was in so much pain, it was just miserable for me. Then I got carpal tunnel really bad, and because I was a cleaner. I had my own cleaning company. I did new construction cleaning. So that was like a 7-hour day, new construction cleaning. I had carpal tunnel really bad. I had to quit, which upset me, but I'm kind of glad that I did because I got into the clay work. I did enjoy the clay work. Like, I didn't just make my Fofusha dolls. I enjoyed my clay work. I really did. I got them all over. They're so fun. I've got the Wizard of Oz up there in clay work. I did that in clay work. I've got a Dracula up there, a couple Draculas, Frankenstein, Mrs. Frankenstein, a crazy looking girl. All the fun stuff. BC, I'm working on my Alice in Wonderland designs, but I definitely want to do a Oz. Yeah. A Wicked? Heck yeah. I mean, I can't reach it without a ladder, and I'm not putting a ladder over here. But I have some of them up there. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to start taking this a little more serious. I don't get in here every day. I don't, because I prefer being outside. Next week I might be outside. We might be outside doing this. It's not too hot. Any questions? Any questions? And I did used to sign date my dolls, the ones that I did make for her. They were all signed, dated, and their names were put on it. Like, she named them all, or I named them. One of the two. But all my dolls get named. I did not name the angels because the angels were a special request that's in memory of people. So they got no names. Yeah, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to keep on going. So yeah, every Tuesday, I guess 3 hours is what I'm going to need. 3 hours. And then the more advanced that we get, like I think until the end of this year, we're going to stick to basics. But I'm going to incorporate some things. And it would be, of course, up to you guys to get it. Like I want to incorporate the acrylic pens. And I mean, I got these pastels all over. I want to incorporate these. Show you guys how to do those. And these are fun and easy. They're kind of messy, but I just usually go like this. And then I wipe it out. And it just makes, I don't know if you can see it. Just pops it a little bit more. So I want to incorporate this. Okay, BC, I thought you wanted to wait, but I mean, I was still going to take care of you because I trust you. If I know you and you've paid me many times, I have no problem sending you the kit and then you sending me the money later. But I'm going to remind you, every Tuesday at 9 o'clock, the other night it was sprinkling and my little chihuahua, she's so funny. She was just hanging out in the rain. She didn't want to come in the house. The only time she's outside is to go to the bathroom or at the beach. She was so funny. I loved her. Any more questions, guys? If not, I'm going to say goodbye so I can get some invoices done, get my dog out to go to the restroom, get some invoices done, get my dolls done, get your kids together, and prepare my dinner at 4 o'clock. All right, everybody. Thank you so very much for being here. I do appreciate it. And I'm hot. I got the AC off. I don't know why I did that again. And this does get hot, guys. So trashy. This does get hot. That heat just generates. Oh, it gets hot. Thank you, BC. All right, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm going to head out. Ginger, private message me because I don't know if I have all your information. So, Ginger's Creations, please private message me. And make sure you guys have to private message me. I'm not chasing you down. I'm sorry, but I did that for a while. I still have three boxes over there from invoices 3 weeks ago. I'm not chasing you down. You don't want it, I don't care. So this weekend it will all be put back for sale. Just letting y'all know. But all right, everybody. I don't see any more questions. If you want a kit, you have to private message me, Raquel's Creations. $30 for the kit. That includes the shipping. Once the invoice is paid, it'll be sent out. I don't ship every single day because I'm in a little podunk town and I have to drive 40 minutes, half hour to go to the post office and UPS. So husband usually takes care of the UPS for me because it's on his way home. But I do the post office. All right, guys. Thank you so very much for joining. Have a good day.